Hello gamers and welcome to a new Let's Play series on my channel. I'm going to play Banished, and not just Banished, but Banished with a mod. And the mod is the Colonial Charter mod 1.75, the current version, Journey. And I would like to thank Michael, he's following the channel, for the idea to play it. He commented in my November update video. So this is his idea. Thanks a lot for this suggestion. And back in the days I played Banished a bit. It was like the better SimCity basically, but I never really played it, so it's a good chance for me as well. But before I start now with this series, I actually played about 8 hours of Banished, mainly the vanilla version, but also a tiny little bit with the mod, to get an idea of it and so that it's not too terrible and you think, oh my god, what the hell is he doing? So the mod adds a lot, new production chains and everything, so it's quite a massive mod. I also did some research, watched some YouTube videos as well to get an idea about what I'm actually doing. So how are we going to call the colony? Let's call it New England. So in the base game you've got valleys and mountains as your two types, and then you can see all the CC what you can do for the Colonial Charter mod. Flat plains is something that's rather easy, or maybe verdant plains. I think that you've got a river and mountains around. Flat plains could be quite easy. Let's go for verdant plains. Terrain size, let's go for large. Climate, you can see in the base game you've got mild, fair and harsh. Now you've got very harsh, Mediterranean, tropical and so on. So let's go for fair. Disasters on. And then you used to have easy, medium and hard. So easy, you've got 6 families, lots of stuff. In hard, for example, you get 4 families, it's only a small amount of clothing, food, firewood and so on. So I'm not sure what I want to go with. What would that be? New mod trees. What about if we start in the Antilles? We're going to found New England after all. Palm and tropical trees only. Oh, and you get seeds. I don't like having seeds at the beginning already. I think I want more of a challenge. You need seeds to, to plant crops and stuff. Or orchards. Curse of the Golden Llama, what's that? No. Something, or shipwreck maybe. What's shipwreck hard? Shipwrecked in an unknown land, your people have only their wits and what they can salvage from the wreck. Or what is new frontier? Frontier outpost. No. Northern Pines hard. A standard hard game with pine trees only. A hard game. Yeah, not sure. Do I go for like more Caribbean or maybe North American? Sort of Northern Pines thing. I think I'll go for... what about Shipwreck Northern Pines Medium Plus? What does Medium Plus mean? Shipwrecked in an unknown land, a small amount of wood and stone, along with a seed and livestock were salvaged from the wreck. I think I'll just go for Northern Pines hard. Standard hard game with pine trees only. A hard game begins with 4 families, small amount of clothing, food, firewood and tools are provided. No seeds for farming are available, and I don't want to have, animals right from the start. New England, we are not shipwrecked, we are colonists. I think let's go. Also, please note that if you install the mod, it'll take Banished quite a bit longer to start. I've got quite a fast computer, but still I've got a black screen for like a minute or so. So you just have to wait and then it'll start. So Banished basically is a village builder. These are our people, they don't have houses. So, oh my goodness. Okay, this is nuts. Okay, there's a nice lake for fishing, I would say. And then I'll show you the most important parts. Basically, we've got trees for wood and logs. And then we've got stone and also iron lying around that we can collect. This cart kind of serves as our storage space for the moment. This is a lake that can be used, very nicely be used for fishing actually. And these are just small rivers. Excuse me, I've got a cold. There's another lake, I like that. And this is a major lake and a river, and this goes to the border. So this is where merchants will come. And this is our only chance to get livestock and seeds. And in the mountains we can build mines, and we can build quarries for stone as well, but they deplete, so I'd rather trade for them. Now, there's so much new stuff. For example, in the base game, this is houses, different types of houses you can build. And in the base game, you've got the wooden house, and you've got a stone house, and you've got the boarding house, and that's it. The rest is new, and you can, you know, build it in different upgrade it as well. Okay, now the mouse is hanging. Okay, game is paused, right? Yeah. There's so much new stuff like specialized storage and everything. I mean, look at all these options. This is all new, and we'll get into that as we progress. But what's important? We need food, we need housing, we need logs, we need a small industry production for tools and also for clothing. Now, what I like doing at the very beginning is build a market, because the market vendors will supply houses, so with firewood and food and stuff. In the Colonial Charter mod you get specialized warehouses and everything, and also specialized markets. So like a rural market, just for edibles, a small market, central market. So the central market is basically what used to be the main market, sort of. I would like to have some food production here. I don't want... Do I want my main building just to start here, maybe? And then I could have... I mean, this is a major thing I can build. I need to reach as much stuff as possible. Okay, there's a hill, that's unfortunate. It's very unfortunate, actually. I might just go for a smaller market. There's also, in the mod, you can terraform. I'm not that much into terraforming. That's for a localized area, that's still good enough, I think. I mean, still huge. I think this wouldn't be too bad. I could have my wood production down here. This is annoying. The rest is fine. There's not much I can do about that. I could flatten that. Maybe this is just a tiny part. I'm inclined to maybe flatten that. That's kind of realistic. You would flatten such a tiny hill, wouldn't you? Yeah, I think that's that would be okay. I don't want to do major terraforming. So let's maybe put put the market here. I do want the traders within reach, so the traders would have to go over here. So I think this is maybe a good spot. And I'm going to pause the construction, but this will always show me where my marketplace is. And now I just want to ensure that I've got the trading places correct. Storage cellars, specialized warehouses, warehouse trading, distribution barn, resource depot, bank, magazine, old barn, small barn, storage barn, specialized storage. Trade buildings. And now usually you only have the trading posts and whatever can come in. We need a farm supplier and we need an industry supplier. And I need them within reach of my market, ideally. Now this is a bit annoying, because it won't quite work out. I think this is a better spot. Oops, it's the wrong way around. So this would be the industry supplier, and then I would definitely need a farm supplier. Well, that looks horrible. And they're actually both within reach. Maybe I can move that forward a bit. Let me just quickly cancel it. This is a bit preparation stuff. Okay, I've still got the farm supplier here. And now I need the industry goods supplier. Trade. Industry goods. No, it needs to go right here. So there will be like a gap, but I think... And this can't go further back, unfortunately. But I think that's acceptable. And they're both within reach, so this can stay like that. Now, we do need like the village stuff, which is... Oh my goodness, there's so much. Raw food gathering, food refining, transparent fields, standard orchard. So let's go for forester and logging. Oh my goodness, forester's lodge, new trees, palm trees, bamboo, pine trees. Yeah, let's just go for pine trees because it's a pine tree map. Okay, and now you can see that I don't want to go within the reach of the market, because the guys from the market will collect stuff from everywhere, but only bring it to places within their reach. So this will go here. And then I need a food gatherer and a hunting lodge. I think this is the raw food gatherer. Hunting cabin, okay, okay. So I'll place that, but I don't want it. I want to make maximum use of it. So maybe here. Did I place it correctly? No, not quite. Let's delete that again. Nothing has happened yet, so we're good. Hunting cabin. Okay, here we go. Now I also need a gatherer's hut. They will just, you know, pick up food and berries and whatever they can find. Maybe here. Here would be nice. And last but not least. Oh. Catch ducks. That's cool. Tidal pool. A tidal pool harvests oysters, mussels, and so on. That's pretty cool. Now I would like to get herbs as well. This is like medical stuff. Where would that be? Crop field? I do not know. So what's of paramount importance is that I want these guys to drop their shit as close to their place as possible, because then laborers will transport it to different locations. So I will actually put a storage barn, general purpose storage barn, right next to it. Right next to it would be here. Okay, I think I did something incorrectly. Still? Yeah, man. This is annoying. Maybe I should just build one after the other. Yeah, this pine tree needs to... It's this pine tree. Okay. Let me do that again. Hunting cabin. Yeah, because where the arrows are, this is where they actually walk, so you can much better. And then a gatherer's hut. Maybe more towards the bottom. So like here would be nice. Yeah, and the storage barn will go right above. Where is that storage barn? Do I really want a storage barn there? Like a proper one? Yeah. I mean, there's lots of specialized stuff you can build. I could just put one for food and stuff. Yeah, but let's put one here. Okay. Also, let's put a stockpile just in case. We can remove it later. Alright, also I would like to activate the event log. That's the info screen and then the event log. So this is the market. Houses should go nearby. Let's just already choose a place for a road. Dirt road to begin with. Should be here. And houses should be as close to that as possible. And here I can... Oh my goodness. This is all the professions. So much more professions. Many more professions than in the base game. We've got 8 laborers. So let's assign 2 as builders. And let's also maybe start gathering resources in this general area, because here I want to build houses first. And let's maybe also put a stockpile next to the marker, just for the time being. Okay. Now let's speed things up. I should already build a road. Oh, that might work out nicely here. Look at this. That's really good. And this needs to be removed, this part of road. Remove roads here. Good. So, like I said, the plan is to have like my kind of forest production down here, get some fish here, have my first town center sort of here. We'll just see how far I can go with this, and then we can still have a bigger one somewhere else with a massive market, but have like a self-sufficient smallish town first. I definitely need to start with houses as well, because otherwise they might freeze to death, which would be very unfortunate. Let's put a road here. It's early spring, so we should be fine. I really need that food first. And when you gather stuff, you can also say, yeah, just collect stone. Okay, these are my 2 builders. As you can see, they needed to remove some trees that were in the way. They did that already. Or it could also be rocks or resource materials and stuff. Then they need logs. The laborers will transport it here. They also need stone and then building time. So maybe let's focus on one thing at a time. Let's pause possibly the hunting cabin. Let's also pause the storage barn actually. I think that the builders, when they cannot build, they will work as laborers. Currently they can. Let's speed things up a tiny little bit. In the beginning we can have massive houses. A small, tiny, basic dwelling. Up to 3 people can live in there. A log cabin. Housing for a single family, better warmth and comfort than a wooden home. Provides a place for citizens. So the log cabin is actually better than the wooden house. Rustic abode. Families up to 4 people. Salt box house. Okay, I don't have this wood stuff yet. So I think the log cabin house is quite tempting. It's kind of fitting as well. We'll just start with them here. We can cycle through the appearance as well. Two log cabins, but one at a time. Alright, we've got the first building. Let's pause. So now the thing is empty. We can... what they do is they plant trees and cut trees, so they produce logs. I want a higher log limit in my storage, let's say 1,000. I can put 4 people in here, but I can adjust that as well. And I would like to start with 3. And so, first building done, and I think we'll continue the next episode of Let's Play Banished with the Colonial Charter mod and see that we get our first kind of industrial and housing buildings.